Yeah, happy Friday.
Oh my gosh. Can we all just lay down flat on the floor?
Yeah, what a week, right?
You should do the whole show just
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it is Friday the 13th.
I didn't even know that. Forgot what date it was.
I didn't even pay attention.
I just can we start over? Like, it feels like a dream. This feels
I
like
wish
a
it was
movie.
a dream. My 401k wishes it was a dream.
I had a friend tell me yesterday, he
God,
goes, do you have
don't look.
401k? I said, yeah. He goes, don't check it.
Just
Not
don't.
anymore.
Don't check it.
I know.
like,
I heard from my
okay.
mother, and I'm like, I'm just not going to look. It's just, we're in for the long haul. So, but I have a lot of, obviously people I know who are devastated.
Don't you remember, like, around New Year's, when it was like, 2020 is going to be the best year yet?
Yeah.
What happened?
Now all you see on social media is like, can 2020 be over? Like,
Yeah.
is 2020 a joke?
I know.
Like,
I feel like it's a bad dream so far. And we'll get through this. We really
We
will.
will.
It's
Yeah.
still early in the year. We're gonna be just fine. We really are.
make it.
It's just a matter of
We will.
calming down, taking a deep breath, maybe unplug for a little bit.
See, I need to unplug. Yesterday, I had like 3 different sources. I was like listening to a podcast while reading and having cable news on.
yeah.
You're giving me
Scrolling.
anxiety.
I know. It was just like, oh my God, I need to go to sleep because it was raining sideways literally all day.
I know. There's a
Some
whole bunch of
stinging
things
rain.
going on.
If I don't get some sunshine, I am going to lose it.
I'll hook you up. Tomorrow and Sunday. It's going to be
Nice.
beautiful.
Makes it
Okay, but we still have to deal with today. Rain
Yeah.
today?
I know. You may step outside and be like, oh, I could put the umbrella away. I even see blue skies.
No.
We
Yeah.
I do see some blue
do
skies.
You know what? When I was walking in this morning, though, I felt like it was chillier than the previous
it
two
was.
days.
It is.
Yeah, the
It
last
is.
2 days.
Temperatures were as much as 15, even across the state, as much
Yeah.
as 15 degrees colder than 24
I brought the
hours
wrong
ago.
jacket
yeah.
today.
Yeah.
I brought
much
just like a
colder.
light sweater because that's what I've been getting away with.
Right, but now the colder air is
Yeah.
seeping in, and
So
that's why snow levels
prepare
dropped.
when
yeah.
you're heading outside today
Yeah.
to bring a little bit thicker sweater. I have my Uggs on to keep me
do.
warm.
And the sun will get blotted out again, and more showers and storms will erupt. Yeah.
And all activities are canceled.
Yeah.
Everything's canceled.
That's what I want to know. So what is everybody going to do this weekend now that a lot of things...
I know our social calendar
Are
went
done.
from like we had,
Yeah.
the baseball, and then we had a dodgeball tournament, and then we had a gala, and it's just like, well, guess what?
Yeah.
We have absolutely nothing.
You got chill time, is what you got.
tab, so I guess we're unpacking
It gets
again.
even worse though because at first you're like, all right, well, I got to be home. Like when you have to be home, for me anyway. I know a lot of people are different. They like to read and do all those sorts of things, but for me, I like to watch sports, and I can't even do that.
No, you
Like I don't know what I'm gonna do for the next month.
You have to get a gaming system.
No, don't do that either.
I know, your wife would kill me. Because I remember when we were in the weeds, like when you have a toddler, and my husband had this like, what was it, like an old Game Boy or something. I'm like, there will be no gaming when you have a child under the age of 5 in this home.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You get
Throw
some
down the
serious
gauntlet.
Side eye. Yes, exactly.
And you just told me to get one?
Yeah. Rachel's been giving me all kinds of dating advice.
I don't.
need to take
I
it
wouldn't
right
make that public.
her advice is don't.
No, yeah. She said don't do it.
Don't.
Just kidding.
No.
No.
I'm very hardcore.
That's good. I need to listen to you.
Sometimes we learn a lot in all these years.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, you know what? Maybe people will be cuddling up this weekend and being
Yes.
deciding to get into a relationship because
Yeah.
there's nothing else to do.
I
say,
would
whenever you
pay
have those,
attention
like-
to the baby boom
Yes.
in 9 months from
Yeah.
now.
Every time we have these big events, like hurricanes and things like that, when people are stuck in the house, electricity power brownouts, things like that, it does kind of spike the baby boom, doesn't it?
Well, have you seen all those memes going across? They're like, stop buying toilet paper and buy protection instead.
Oh,
like,
that is
yeah.
awesome and probably accurate.
Yeah. So I'm worried about the whole toilet paper thing because I'm not stocking up on it. Like, I just need it because I need it. And so
a
I'm like,
normal
where
use,
the heck am I going to get toilet paper?
Yeah, good luck. I went to 3 different stores yesterday and couldn't find it. So we got like 3-4 days left.
Oh my God.
And then I don't know what we're gonna do.
Well,
Guys.
we have the Arizona Republic upstairs. You can probably get some.
Yeah,
newspaper.
but I don't want to have to come to work to.
Well, you're going to be living here.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
With everything that's
You
going
know that,
on.
right? Well, you're taking 12 on, 12 off. That's coming.
Yeah, that sounds like a new 12 News show.
Don't give
Don't
any
give, don't give any ideas.
Jeez Louise.
You started it.
I know.
All right,
Welcome
guys.
to 12 on, 12 off.
Oh my
I'm Ryan
gosh.
Cody.
Can you imagine the anchors look all crazy?
And this was her idea. This is Rachel McNeil.
You're anchoring it.
I did 12 on, 12 off during the last hurricane in Houston. Let me tell you, it is not fun. Living and sleeping at the station is not anything I would wish on anyone.
Well, I might actually sleep, though. 12 hours of sleep.
Because we were stuck in a big conference room with like 8 other anchors, and one was snoring, and one's shoes were like above my head. It was like, it's not as fun as it sounds.
I got a baby at home. I'd sleep just fine on the floor.
Yeah,
Here,
I
I'd be
did.
fine.
I mean, I slept. I got my little eye mask, and I had my my shawl, and I brought my little, my setup, and I podcast, and I had my sleep.
Deidre agreed with us. She said in 9 months we'll have another baby boom.
Yeah, no doubt.
We will. Oh my
No
gosh.
doubt
There
about
has
it.
to be some good news coming out of all this.
So we just wanted to touch on all that because that's what's happening in real life,
Yeah.
So we got to
Dude,
get
that's
real
not
with
even
you
our
guys.
topic
But
today.
we do have a different topic for this show, right?
We do. You ever sent a text that you regret?
Whoops.
Crystal's sending one right
Let's
now.
do one right now.
A new feature from Apple might just save you from an embarrassing moment. The company is reportedly working on a new feature that will let users retract text messages before they're read.
That's awesome.
Yes, however, it would leave a small line of fine print that shows you withdrew the last text. Apple, how could you betray us in that way? It's likely going to be part of an update that's released this fall.
That's going to start some relationship
That's
issues.
what I think.
Totally. I don't
Yeah.
understand that part. Is like if you're going to
Like, what
show
did
that
you
like
say?
Yeah.
because you know when you're like you say something and you like mumble it under your breath and it's like what'd you say? You're like nothing. No, tell me what you said. No, I didn't say anything. You
This is
said
the
something.
digital equivalent.
Yeah,
What did
exactly.
you
In the
write?
end, you're just going to have to say it.
Well,
We can make up something else.
The only reason I would do it is all the time, you send something, you're like, it auto-corrected. Now it's
yeah.
something silly. And then I guess that could be your excuse. Oh, there was just a weird auto-correct thing.
That's true. Every time I try to type move, it types love. I'm like, my mom,
tell you.
I tell her that I love her every night. So maybe that's where it gets it from. But I'm like, not love, move.
Yeah, I'm always telling people something about ducks.
Right,
and
I
like,
know.
all that,
What are you trying to say instead of
all
duck?
that duck
I
out there.
literally don't talk about ducks
Like
that much.
Ryan spends a lot of time around a duck
is up
that
with
he's
that?
talking about.
Sometimes the guesses from Siri, you're like, come on.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I haven't been to a pond in ages.
I went to go feed the ducks.
It's the most famous word that my phone
Yep.
uses.
Loves to revert.
It's
And
so
it gives
crazy.
you a little duck picture. Just
Yeah.
an option.
Oh, that's a mallard. Yeah, Ryan is very into his ducks.
Brittany
Zero
said,
ducks.
I regret texting my manager saying I would work on my 1 day off.
Oh.
Why would you even do that?
Yeah. Yeah, see, then it would work, though, because then you could retract it and he or she wouldn't know. See, that in that way it works.
That way, that would be-
Oh, poor Philip. He said, yeah. I told her I love you. And she said, thank you.
that.
I bet she wish she could retract that, maybe.
Oh my gosh. Whatever happened? Did you dump her? Did you dump her, Philip?
Oh.
It's so hard.
He probably responded with something about a duck.
I know one time I received a text, and I'm sure it was the wrong text. I was working in the morning, and a guy that I had went on one date with had sent a text like, hey, so want to meet me in the lobby for coffee or whatever? And I'm like, this obviously isn't to me. So I was like, I think you have the wrong text. And we never texted again.
You know, the only time this has bitten me is when I think I've got all these group chats in my text
Yes.
messages.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I meant to like send something to one of the
Yes.
friends, but then I see like it's like
Yeah.
his name is the first one in it, so I'm just like, oh, there's Josh, and then I'm like, oh, I text something to Josh, and then it goes to the whole group. But it's something that like really I didn't want like
whole
everyone to have
group
to
to
see.
know? I
So
know.
it would have been better to. Then you got to spin it, and so that would have helped there.
I sent like
Yeah.
one of those horrible, like mean, snarky, like memes that was supposed to be to my friend offline who was part of the group chat.
Yeah.
And instead, the whole group got it, and then I had to try because it was kind of obvious that I was snarking at like this one girl in particular.
You being snarky.
always
No way.
It's always the one
So
girl.
off-brand for you.
Wait, I forget her name. She's come up before, hasn't
Yes,
she?
the same one.
Oh.
No. So yeah, and then you're trying to play it off, and it's very embarrassing. Very embarrassing.
Yeah, that's tough.
My mom has done that a lot. We have a group text with our family, and she'll mean to respond to me, and she responds to everybody. I'm like, Mom, stop doing that. Like it's
My
to everybody.
mom
She's like, oh.
sends bad. It's not bad. Like she sends the wrong text to people literally all the time.
Oh.
Because she just fires back, and then she looks at it. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I think I didn't mean to send it to that person. I meant to send it to you." And she just looks at the first 2 letters sometimes of the name. She gets caught all the time. All the time.
So that's where this unsend thing would come in handy. However, you can also do it on Instagram. And I always wonder what people send when they unsend it. Like it's like the message
I
has been
didn't know
deleted. And I was like, oh, what were you saying on there? Like, you know.
I feel like that would start, like you're saying, a lot of arguments with people.
Plus, you have to be on it. There's a lot of times I don't realize till later that someone was like, "Did you mean to send this to me?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, that was supposed to be for so and so." And
Totally.
so you have to be on it and hit delete before that person sees it. The wrong person sees it.
Wait, Marianne says, no, I typically wait a day, then look again before I send. But what if it's like a text that you have to respond to right away?
But she's falling within, remember that story that we did that the window was like you have 24 hours in which to respond reasonably.
John's a savage.
What
Says,
is
nope, if I sent it, I meant it.
Oh, I like that, John. Drop the gauntlet.
Even if it is a Freudian slip,
I guess he meant to comment.
right?
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Anything else that we have cool in here?
Frank says, I'm the kind of person that has text regrets when I say it again to the person when we meet face to face after I'd already sent the text apology hours
You're just
before.
reinforcing your point.
Yeah.
I know if I want someone to read my text or respond to it, I do the exclamation mark. Like, hello!
I love those. Whoever created those, that was the best.
Yeah.
That was the best shortcut. It's like you just want to give someone a thumbs up.
Like, got it. Yeah, instead of sending
quick
okay.
laugh.
I agree.
like, got
I
it.
agree.
Yeah, that was the best.
Yeah, what's the etiquette on that? Like, is that okay? Is that an okay response?
Absolutely.
To just do that?
I think it's preferred sometimes, rather than
Yeah.
getting another text that says K. I'm like,
Yeah.
And then right.
Got it.
Right.
just like it, or exclamation, or whatever. I'm like, I love that
Yeah.
shortcut. It's one of my favorites.
Just acknowledge you got it. You don't have to keep it going back and forth, back and forth. Yeah.
Totally agree.
Or what about those people that send like a whole story, but they do one text at a time?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
I know. I have a
Stop it.
I have a friend that always starts you get the text that says, "Hey Rachel."
Dot, dot, dot.
I'm like,
Hey.
hey, I'm like, you have to write, "Hey Rachel, comma," and then tell me, what are you guys doing this weekend, or where are you going after lunch, or whatever. But I'm like, you don't need the "Hey Rachel's" and then send. And then sometimes she'll wait like 30 minutes until she follows up to the next.
Oh, no.
I'm like, lady,
It's like suspense.
what's happening?
You got some weird friends.
You know what, Ryan? I have a lot of weird friends. That is a truer statement's never been said.
Or those text messages that the people like ask you
I
to.
attract strange friends.
Yeah.
They're like,
I'm
what are you
We're
doing
happy to
this
be,
weekend?
happy to be your friend, Rachel.
We topped the list.
Is it news people? I feel like the common denominator is me. Maybe it's news people. A lot of them are news people. We are strange to get into this business.
That's true, I guess.
You gotta be kind of a weirdo.
Different.
Different. That's a nice way of saying it.
But I was starting to say, what about those people that ask you like, oh, what are you doing this weekend? Or do you want to go to this event? And then they don't give you the details, so you can't answer. They're like, are you free this weekend? Well, tell me why. Like, tell me why, and then I'll tell you if I'm
Like,
free or
hang
not.
on, I need a little bit more information.
But instead, they're just like, are you free?
Yeah.
Like,
it depends.
No, I'm very expensive.
What are you offering?
Very expensive.
that's true too. Just kidding. All right.
Should we do our juice?
Yeah. Or
Please.
we have juice instead of in case you missed it. Fresh juice. All right, fellas. If you want to be on top of the latest fashion trend, borrow your grandmother's string pearls.
No, don't do this.
Apparently, pearl necklaces are now the trendiest accessory for men.
No, they're not.
Look at this.
They're not.
No.
Celebrities like Harry Styles and the Jonas Brothers have been seen wearing them over the past few weeks.
Yeah, if
Take a look
you're-
at your TV right now.
If you're on stage performing, that's a different story, I feel like. Because guys, you wear makeup when you have to be on TV or things like that, or you wear more blingy when you're on stage.
And just as a safety note, let me tell you, there is nothing more painful than getting hair in a pearl necklace. Okay, so if you get like a pearl bracelet or something like that and you get a hair caught in it, it twists it and plucks it out individually. So just think about that If you have a hairy chest.
Oh,
I'm telling
yeah.
you, this is a safety warning. It is
Plus,
very painful.
pearls are extra precious, and you have to take extra special care of them. You can't just clean. Yeah,
This is expert advice.
I used to work at Jared the Gallery of Jewelry as I was going through my journalism and meteorology school. Yeah, and so I just feel like men are just rougher with things, right?
Pearls are very
And-
delicate.
Yes, and so the pearls need to be taken care. I feel like guys would just whip them off, throw them on the whatever, and or get stuff on it, chemicals or
You
whatever.
can get like lotions.
like your
colognes.
colognes and your aftershave, and so women, you should never, once you have your pearls on, never spray perfumes or lotions or keep it as
Hairspray is hard though.
exactly. So, but ladies usually tend to care for their jewelry.
A little better.
A little better than men, maybe. But still, I don't think Ryan's going to be rocking pearls on a Friday night with his wife out on the street.
I would pay to see that. I feel like Ryan would be like, you maybe try a double strand situation. Double strand choker.
Oh my
I'm more of
god.
a black pearl kind of guy.
Tahitian.
I do love
Oh,
those.
black pearls.
Yeah.
See that? I could see that being a trend for the fellas.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
know.
All around.
No, that would be a good
I'm kidding.
idea.
It's never okay in
Those
any
are too-
situation for a guy to wear pearls. I'm just gonna say that.
Even the black one?
No.
Maybe like a black onyx stone, but not a pearl. Pearls are so feminine.
Those are-
Very ladylike, yeah.
Yeah. No.
So we're gonna say no to that trend.
That's just our
So,
opinion.
ladies,
I
and
guess.
don't
even
buy that for your
it's one thing
fella.
to hear it. When I first heard it, I didn't like it, and then I saw the pictures of like Harry Styles wearing it. I didn't like it there either.
Nope.
Like I don't.
It reminds me of like, remember back in the day when people used to wear like the puka shells?
Yeah.
Guys used to wear the puka.
Yeah.
Didn't like it then either.
Man,
Jennifer's
that wasn't good.
Jennifer's like, take it to another level. Pearls and a man bun together.
That's a hard pass. That's a hard pass. I can't.
What is
And I guess
wrong?
if you have a
What-
hairy chest, you can't wear the pearls anyway. So
No,
just don't
because
do
I'm
it.
telling you, it is going to be very.
Yeah, you're right.
What is
Well,
wrong?
I'm glad we covered that.
Yeah. So don't buy any pearls this weekend,
And then
guys.
add the man's romper on top of it. All right, we just keep taking this higher and higher.
Yes.
Remember when that was a couple years ago, and guys were wearing rompers and onesies? It was the weirdest thing.
No.
I was like, just stop.
No. It was never like. It's one thing to say people were doing it. It's another thing to say that it was in style. It was never in style.
Yeah.
It was in style.
No.
We were talking about it when we had the juice.
I was not a fan.
Would you ever date a guy that wore a romper?
No.
I don't think so.
So it's not in
Weird.
style. If Vanessa wouldn't date you, don't do it.
Exactly.
That is my parameters for how
It's pearl amateur.
should
Get
you
it?
should you do that.
I also
Would
don't
you
like-
date a guy that wore pearls?
I would just wonder why he was wearing the pearls. Like, I'd be like, why? Did
that's
your
a
mom
no.
give you those? Or like, did your grandma leave them to you? Like, if that's the case, you can share them with me and then I will wear them.
Gifted to a lady.
Yeah. Or is it a bet? You know?
Lost a bet.
Yeah. Something. I don't know. It'd be a little odd. I don't like when that other style that we talked about the other day, where guys wear the skinny pants and they're shorter
Yeah.
and they look like high waters.
People
and
want to
then
show
they
their
don't wear...
socks off these days.
Yeah, I don't mind it because I think
I
if
don't
that's like
like
if you
it.
have the right body type, I feel like it works.
matchy-matchy.
But you definitely have to have like a European cut, like be super lean.
I don't think that you should see your socks when you're standing straight up.
Yeah.
Like when you're sitting down or whatever like that, your pants just normally come up. But like if you're standing up and
Right.
you're wearing
Yeah.
high waters, it's like
Or they don't even wear
dude,
socks
like-
at all, and you just see like their skin.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just
Yeah.
I don't
well,
know. I
that
can't get on
that is in
trend.
style. I'm
Yes.
not personally like that, but that is definitely in style.
It is.
I know.
You see it quite a bit. But it takes us, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it takes like a certain guy to pull that off. Like it has to have a whole look.
That's true.
Certain
You
kind
know?
of ankle.
Slim ankle. You know who wears a lot of the skinny short is Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Oh, does he?
And it looks good on him. So I'm like, I feel like he could, like, maybe you just have to be super lean.
Well, just like women, certain body types look better in different types of styles and stuff. So same with men.
Yeah.
I feel like it's an LA thing though, and then they brought it
yeah.
here. You know, those trendy guys trying to be.
I feel like it can work.
the know.
The skinny suit with the capri length.
Yeah, especially here in Arizona when it gets hotter, you want shorter styles, right?
What do you think
Breathable.
about so the short suits? You know, a lot of NBA players wear that.
Oh yeah.
I always feel like they look like a big baby. I'm like, that's like what a toddler would wear, except you're LeBron James.
You know where that's popular is in Bermuda. They wear a lot of shorts
Bermuda
like
shorts.
that.
Where did I get that
Yeah.
from?
I think that's
would make
probably where it
sense.
came from, but But there's a reason for that. Like their climate is in the
it's
summer,
like
it's
100
like
degrees and
super
humid.
hot and humid. So, I mean, it makes sense, I guess, if you're somewhere where it makes sense. But I guess here it could make sense.
I could.
It's hot for
It's
a-
not
It
my
is
favorite
hot.
look.
No.
Would you die if like Mark Curtis showed up in like a short suit to do the evening news? Like, wouldn't it's just like, okay, LeBron, some of those guys probably could get away with it, but I just don't feel like news anchors were not there yet.
You know what?
I would.
Maybe Cam Cox.
I'm trying to
like a
picture
Cam
Mark
Cox.
Curtis in a short suit.
Right. I'm like, I want to see what Mark Curtis looks like on a regular day. Like, have you
Yeah.
ever seen him in casual clothes?
I did. I saw him outside his habitat.
Really?
At dinner one time.
And
you know, because
was
I'd
he still
I'd
dressed?
actually never seen him in real
He
life.
doesn't wear a suit everywhere.
I just feel like he does. Like, whenever you see him, you know, he's
Yeah.
just
You
like,
feel like he goes to bed in that suit
Yeah.
and wakes up that
that's
way.
just him
Yeah.
along with the
I think he
mustache,
was
you
wearing a
know?
golf shirt. He was wearing a golf shirt.
Yeah,
That's it.
I played golf with him before, and yeah, I mean, he doesn't wear a suit to the golf course.
Well, of course he's not that. But I mean, like, what does he wear on a regular day? Does he wear, like, cargo shorts?
feel like
Does he
he
wear,
just
like, the
wakes
dad
up
shoes? You
already
know,
in
like
suit.
the white, thick dad shoes that all the dads wear. Do you
Mark's
have those shoes
Mark's
yet?
a pretty stylish guy.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean?
The dad shoes, like, they're like Fila or like New Balance.
Ain't nobody wearing Fila.
And they're like thick and they're white, and for some reason every dad wears them, and it never stops. Like my dad used to wear them, and that was a long time ago, and then I still see dads wearing them now. It's just like a thing.
They like to put comfort first.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's a mistake.
The good
my
thing
opinion.
is New Balance is back in style, so
Yeah.
it's not even like so
Yeah.
if they wear New Balance, it's not like a bad thing. Where like back in the day it was like, oh, you're wearing New Balance, ew.
No,
but
yeah.
now
The
it's
white
trendy.
Yeah, but they're nice
sneakers are
shoes.
coming back. Like I saw J-Lo recently wearing like white
Yes.
high tops just for fun, like leisure. She wasn't even wearing
I just bought the old school Reeboks. They're white
Ooh, yeah.
with like the rubber bottom.
Are they high top?
Yeah, no, I got regular, but
They're not the
still old
pumps?
school. No,
Are those the dance pumps, the Paula Abdul Reebok
I'm
dance?
gonna bring back the LA lights.
those.
I'll wear those.
Talk about Flashback Friday.
Yeah.
Woo!
That's right.
All right, guys, we are gonna wrap this up. I hope you have a
great
fabulous
weekend.
weekend.
Stay
Hang in there.
corona-free.
No pearls, guys. No pearls.